of the week by Ideaprov. This time I wanted to bring to you and kind of highlight a rather old invention, actually. It's been around since about 2011, 2012. It's the concept of the Hyperloop. So you can see from this really cool picture here, it's this kind of capsule-like futuristic thing that resides inside of a tube that is propelled at really high speeds using magnetic levitation and some vacuum pumps. In this tube, it can get up to around 700 miles an hour. So currently it's being tested to connect the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, but its first commercial use is supposed to be over in the United Arab Emirates towards the end of the year, and they're supposed to start production there. It's made by Virgin Mobile Company, and the good news is that the Department of Transportation has announced regulations on how this can proceed forward. So just to give you a kind of, I guess, background as to how this can really improve things, just to take cities and kind of connect them, right? So, for example, in the future, the LA function of this is looking at potentially connecting the cities of Chicago and Pittsburgh. Normally, this is about 460 miles, and it takes about 7 hours by car, somewhere in that region. Pretty much, if you built a Hyperloop to go there, you could get from one place to another in 45 minutes. Another example is if you, keeping all things the same, Seattle to Miami. So pretty much the two farthest places in the continental United States. This is 3,297 miles apart. It would take you 48 hours to drive consistently all the way through. Even by plane, it's going to take you 5 hours and 45 minutes. If a Hyperloop was created in between those, you could get from one to the other in 4 hours and 45 minutes, faster than plane. Moving at 700 miles an hour, one of the things that people think is it's going to be this breakneck, you're going to be able to feel it. And they've pretty much gone against that and said, it does this gradually, so you don't really feel it. As you can see from the pictures, it kind of goes into a little tube and you would be really fast through this series of vacuum pumps and tunnels down in this area. I mean, we're talking New York to LA in 4 hours. Like, that's pretty much as, pretty fast as you can get. Here's a picture of what it looks like out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area where they're testing it. So I wanted to kind of highlight this and show the positive impact that this could potentially have on just society as a whole. There's some things that we'll definitely have to work out. So they're talking about initially 15 years to complete, which I think is kind of crazy. And then you have to worry about land rights, like where is it going over the land and all those kinds of things. But for the grand scheme of things, I really thought that this was a really good idea that I wanted to share, and I could bring some highlight to more attention to it. From an Ideaprov spin, you can definitely reduce our energy, transport people around the country faster, and have a massive amount of time savings for just anybody and everybody. I thought it was a really good way to connect people and to bring people together in different perspectives, which can only bring about positive change. You guys can look and read and follow up on it. I think this would be a really kind of cool initiative for people to get involved with, and just to read up and learn a little bit more about. So don't forget to like, share, provide some feedback. I'd love to know your thoughts. Until next time, guys.